Alina H. Abba, a lawyer for former President Donald Trump, said everybody was made aware her client lost the 2020 election, which he insists was stolen from him. She made the remarks outside a federal courthouse in Washington, D.C. on Thursday, where Trump was about to be arraigned on charges related to his efforts to overturn the election. Trump was indicted on 4 counts: conspiracy to defraud the United States, conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, obstruction of an attempt to obstruct an official proceeding, and conspiracy against rights. He pleaded not guilty to all charges. The attention-hungry H. Abba is not representing Trump in the case, but nevertheless availed herself of the countless television cameras on hand for the spectacle. A key element of the case may hinge on whether prosecutors can demonstrate Trump had reason to believe he actually lost the election, just as numerous advisors told him at the time. Despite this, Trump tried to pressure public officials in states he lost to overturn their election results. There's testimony, and there's a number of aides that have said the president was made aware he lost the election and yet continued to argue that it was stolen from him. A reporter asked H. Abba outside the courthouse, "How do you reconcile those two things?" "Well, I think that everybody was made aware that he lost the election," she said. "But that doesn't mean that was the only advice he was given, as anybody understands what happens in the Oval Office. There are a numerous amount of advisors and politicians and lawyers, see not just one or two, see that are giving you advice and telling you what they believe is true. So he may not agree with Mike Pence, he may not agree with one of his lawyers, but that doesn't mean that there weren't other people advising him exactly the opposite, and the president has a right, as every one of us do, to listen to several opinions and make their decision." Trump has long claimed that as presiding officer over the election certification, then Vice President Mike Pence had the power to refuse certification and send the matter back to the states, under a harebrained legal theory developed by John Eastman, who is an unindicted co-conspirator in the case. Republican-controlled legislatures in states Trump lost could decide to recognize pro-Trump slates of electors to vote in the Electoral College. This so-called independent state legislature theory was rejected by the Supreme Court in June of this year, when Pence performed his ceremonial duty to certify the election in Congress on Jan 6, 2021. A mob of Trump supporters stormed the Capitol in what became a deadly attempt at overturning the election. Watch above via Fox News.